board. This is the back of the board. Take your packaging off. Lines, weights. So, this is probably the trickiest part of the operation. All we've got to do is unravel this wire. So, if you do it this way, you shouldn't have a problem. Take the little end. These cups to go together like that, okay? But you take the little end and then put it round there like that and hold it there with your right hand. And then, want to get a close up of this? Put it round about there, and then you keep it taut and you wind it round. Wind it round 3 times, and then you should come back, keeping it taut all the time. You can hold both of them with one hand. Place your weight in there, and then what we should have done first is taken this elastic band off, because what you want to do now is just push on that, push on the bottom bracket there. Try and keep it tight, the wire tight, and then screw together. Screw it right up in the tight, and then screw together. Screw it up. Right, so we've just put the wire on. If you just push on the bottom bracket there, it will tighten it up, but obviously this is still a bit loose. So what you can do is take your adjustment up there. This pushes a screw on this slider, which then in turn tightens this up. And it should be roughly like that. Okay. I'll do the other side exactly the same way. So, take the small end, take the elastic band off first, and it does help. So take it around that bottom well and just hold it there with your left hand this time, then up to your top rail, and then just wind it once, twice, coming back for the 3rd time there. Put the weight in that one, push on the bottom bracket. See, I'm pushing there to tighten it up, trying to keep the wire tight all the time. Yeah. Take tension up with that. Still shouldn't be tight, it should be quite loose really, or quite floppy. Like that. Also, this weight should be down the bottom, and that one should be as well, at the same time. Right, what some people don't realise on this straight edge is you've got two edges. You've got a clear perspex edge, which you usually draw on, and then on this edge here is a metal cutting edge. It's also an inking edge, so it's got a little recessed edge all along there. Alright, so put that on. So that's your inking edge. So put your straight edge on there. When you put your straight edge on, you put it up the top here, making sure that your weights are down the bottom. Alright, both weights should be down the bottom at the same time. So now you take the straight edge, and this is important. The wire has got there's a little groove there, and your wire's got to sit in there. And what it does then, this bottom bit of the bracket then traps the wire in there. If it's not sitting in there, it will slide. It won't grab it properly, and you'll end up with one side of the straight edge moving and the other one not. So just make sure it's sitting in there. Just line the top of the straight edge up with the board along here, roughly. Doesn't have to be exact. So just make sure that is sitting. I can't see it. So make sure it's sitting in that slot like it is now. And then do it up. And then this side, do the same thing, slacken off that screw, and then just make sure that see that's now sitting in that groove nicely. All right. You don't want to. This adjustment here is for how sloppy you want the straight edge on the side of the board. So you can have it quite tight like that, or you can have a lot of slop like that. All right. So that's another adjustment. So just do that up, and that's it. So just running through the adjustments again that you can do on this board. You can adjust the wire tension here via this knob here. So if you just push on that wheel to take the pressure off the bolt, and then you can do that bolt up even more if you want, or slacken it off. So it's you need a bit of play there. You don't want it tight, otherwise it would be too tight to operate. Next is that you've got some adjustment here on the side of the straight edge. So if you undo that bolt there, you've got this adjustment here on how tight or how loose you want it to the side of the board. Next up here, this is a lock. And what it does, it locks a straight edge. Can't move it now. Alright, that's what that does. The other thing is you can lift this up like that because it's on wires. You can lift it up so you can put a cutting mat underneath. You've got your angle adjustment down here. And then you've also got your height adjustment here and here. So if you want to adjust the height, just undo those. Usually put your foot there and then grab over both sides of the board and just hold it up. easier to. If you want to start away, angle adjustment. Most people work there. If you want to put it away, just lock it there. Put it up against the wall.